Now let us start with revision part 2. So students, let us revise the lessons with the help of this. So let me zoom in. So students, now here as we can see, here it is based on lesson 21 of the textbook, that is from unit 3. So the journey to the great Oz. Okay. So first question is, write the answers to the following questions. In that first one, where does the wizard live? Okay. So let us find the answer. So the answer is here. So here is an account of a part of their journey to the Emerald City of Oz, where the wizard lives. Okay. So let us frame the answer properly and write, that is, the wizard lives in the Emerald City of Oz. Question number 2. Why did the scarecrow want the Tin Woodman to chop down the tree? Okay. So now students, as we know, the answer is here. It is here is a great tree standing close to the ditch. If the Tin Woodman can chop it down so that it will fall to the other side, we can walk across it easily, right? So let us frame the answer properly and write, that is, the scarecrow wanted the Tin Woodman to chop down the great tree standing next to the gulf, so that the tree would fall over to the other side, forming a bridge which they could walk across. Question number 3. What happened to the Kalidas in the end? So students, first of all, we already saw in the story that the scarecrow asked the Tin Woodman to chop away the end of the tree that rested on their side of the ditch. So the Tin Woodman obeyed, and the Kalidas who were crossing the tree fell with a crash into the gulf, right? So answer is over here. That is, wait a minute, called the scarecrow. He had been thinking what was best to be done, and now he asked the woodman to chop away the end of the tree that rested on their side of the ditch. So the Tin Woodman began to use his axe at once, and just as the two Kalidas were nearly across, the tree fell with a crash into the gulf, carrying the ugly snarling brutes with it, and both were dashed to pieces on the sharp rocks at the bottom, right? So let us frame the answer properly and write, that is, the scarecrow asked the Tin Woodman to chop away the end of the tree that rested on their side of the ditch. The Tin Woodman obeyed, and the Kalidas who were crossing the tree fell with a crash into the gulf. Question number 4. How did Dorothy travel when she became tired? So students, in the end we saw what? That this adventure made the travelers more anxious than ever to get out of the forest. And they walked so fast that Dorothy became tired and had to ride on the lion's back, right? So let us frame this answer properly and write, it is, when Dorothy became tired, she sat on the lion's back to travel. Question number 2. Find the words from page 55 of the textbook that means. So this is page 55. Now from this page we have to find the words that means savagely violent animals. So let us find the word, students. So it is here, right? Brutes. So this is the correct answer. Next, grasslands. So let us find the word that means grasslands. So it is here, meadows, right? Answer, meadows. Third, growling angrily with the teeth bared. So in the lesson also we learned the meaning is what? Snarling. So snarling. Question number 3. Find the words from the page 54 of the textbook that are the antonyms of the following words. Right? So this is page 54 of your textbook. So now first one is blunt. So let us find the antonym blunt. So it is here, sharp. Right? So antonym of blunt is sharp. Next, weak. So let us find, so it is here, strong. So it is strong. Now next is slow, right? So let us find. So come on students, find the antonym of the word slow. So we can't see on this page. So as it is from page 54, so now we'll look at page 55. Okay. So it is here, fast, right? So it is fast. Now next, question number 4, make sentences of your own using the words. So students, these 3 are for homework. Now question number 5, describe the Kalidas. So students, as we saw here that these are what? They are monstrous beasts with bodies like bears and head like tigers, right? And so the lion replied, and with claws so long and sharp they could tear me in two as easily as I could kill Toto. So the answer, the Kalidas are monstrous beasts with bodies like bears and heads like tigers. They have long and sharp claws. Now next students, closed book test 2. So this is based on lesson 17, 18 and 22 of the textbook from unit 3. So let me zoom in now. Yes, so question number 1. Write the answers to the following questions. So first, what is the message in the book George's Secret Key to the Universe? So in the end we saw that is why the Hawkins have given an important message in this book, that is more research, more studies and a commitment to use them not for selfish gains but for the welfare of the entire living world, right? So we'll write the message in the book as more research, more studies and a commitment to use them not for selfish gains but for the welfare of the entire world. Question number 2. Habits are like weeds. Explain the statement. So this is related to chapter number 18, right? And so here we saw that Anshuman's father mentioned habits are like weeds. The longer you allow them to grow, the harder it is to uproot them. So let us frame the answer properly and write. That is, Anshuman's father compared habits to weeds. The longer you allow them to grow, the harder it is to uproot them. Next, question number 3. What is the poet doing in the poem On the Water? Does he like the experience? So students, as we can see here in the first stanza, that is, in our little boat to glide on the water blue and white, while the sky is smooth and bright. What could give us more delight? So students, the poet is in his boat gliding on the white and blue water of a stream, enjoying the beauty of nature. And yes, he likes the experience. Question number 2. Make sentences of your own using the following words. So students, these 2 are for homework. Then next, question number 3. Give the noun form of the following words. So first is achieve. So what will be the noun form? The noun form will be achievement, right? And next is exclaim. So this question is for homework. This you will do on your own. Question number 4. Fill in the blanks with the correct words from the brackets. So now students, these words are given in the bracket. So we have to fill in the blank with the correct words from the bracket. So first is, the film actor's rise to fame was dash. So the film actor's rise to fame was incredible, right? So the correct one is incredible. Next, the little boy watched the ducks dash over the water. So the correct option word will be what? It will be glide, right? So the little boy watched the ducks glide over the water. Then students, question number 5, write 6 to 8 lines about an interesting journey you have undertaken. So students, this question is for homework.